Me too, I think. Honestly. Still blind, so I have no idea what... I mean, considering... It's kind of a usual Tales trope. Visiting another world. There's Carlon and Symphonia. That bigger planet and Tales of Races. It's kind of a trope at this point, so I got a feeling we are actually gonna make it to Rena. That's my thought process anyway. Okay. Huh? Already healed up. Pretty. Actually, I haven't actually checked down anything with accessories. Transfer skill? What? Sacrificing an accessory, you can transfer one bonus skill to a different accessory. This can only be done if the accessory to be sacrificed has reached its max level. Repeat this process to forge the ultimate accessory. Interesting? I mean, not having played it in a while, just looking back on, like, hindsight and memory alone, I will say, it's just, like, as generic as Tales of Graces is, you know, in terms of being, you know, it's more JRPG than Tales game in terms of its story, but it's still enjoyable in its own right. Okay, so what's this all about? I'm confused. 4-star crap. All right. Reduces resistance and oh god. Paralysis resistance plus 25%, fire damage, defense, curse resistance, smackdown. How many more of these things do? I'm surprised I didn't get any of these yet. Light and dark damage. I thought I had some of those. Maybe I sold them by mistake, actually. Attack, elemental attack, light damage, down damage, damage. Pierce emblem. I think I had a few of those, and I crafted as many as I could. What's this all about? Of all the cards you've seen so far in all the Tales games, Luna Requiem from Tales of Graces, Asbel's second Mystic Art. That and Hubert's third, I think it was, Expiation. Honestly, I think it's just more overall that the Mystic Arts and Graces are very crunchy. They have like weight behind them, I guess, is the best way of putting it. Transferable skills. Okay, oh wait, that's... Oh, we're choosing the base accessory. Okay. No, maybe not the shock charm. Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe I shouldn't mess around too much with this.
This is amazing.
You always get excited when you find something good.
We should hurry and get this stuff processed.
Eh. Oh wait, wrong menu button. Gotta get some stuff on here. Stat boost on enemy defeat. I already have her with that. Revival ring, which I'm assuming is one-time use. If it's anything like the revival dolls. Already have that equipped on somebody. Half AG cost chance, physical damage minus 20%. Nice. It's a nice looking emblem. Also, I forgot to bring out the freaking... there we go. Or at the very least, the one on the browser. Not necessarily there. Black Onyx, give her nice chunky health. Magic emblem. Get rid of that, actually. It's ironic. I think we're good on accessories for the moment. Now, something about a volcano. I just gotta figure that whole thing out. Alright, oh, I'm vaguely remembering any of this, honestly. We'll see what we're doing here.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Thanks to fast travel. Ain't it swell?
It's quite hot here. The climate feels different from Menancius.
It's gotten much cooler since leaving town, though.
Does that mean eyes were burning holes in us?
I guess. I don't know if that was supposed to be a pun. Kinda half asleep still because I took a little bit of a nap earlier and I'm just like... I just don't know if that was a pun or not, or if he was just trying to make a joke.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Wait a minute.
So we're back in the Zion Mine tunnels. Who would have thought we'd be going through this place again? This is where you and I first fought together.
And also the first time we touched, as I recall.
Wait, really?
Yes, really.
I'm surprised you actually recalled that. Then again, it's probably a big deal for you considering painful touch and all that. Understandably so, why you would remember something like that. I don't know. Can't do anything about that, can we? I wish we could kind of knock something down. That looked like it'd be something you could destroy to move through there, but I guess not. They run the risk. Has it been 30 minutes for... I run that risk every time I take a nap.
So this path is supposed
One
to...
time I took a nap for 4 hours. I did take a nap for 4 hours. I was like, like half an hour.
Or anything, are we?
I looked out. It's like, why is it so dark? Ooh, rock. Hang on. I know we got plot, but I see rock. Gold chunks. Hell yeah. And everything's still on fire. Again, Calaglia still makes sense. Berg.
So hot.
Well, yeah. We've reached the inner portion of Berg Volcano.
We need to find that starship. And fast.
Look, as long as you don't introduce damage over time while we're going through the volcano, I don't give a fuck.
Get lost. Here I come. 1,000 gales. You don't mind if I do.
Swallow Blade! Sword Lane Alpha! Lunar Rondo!
Oh, there's still one casting. Why you gotta throw a firebomb in there?
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Oh, damn it. I missed my chance.
You'll soon see about that.
Here I come! Do it! In an instant! Impact Claw!
Illuminate the blah 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 magic. Holy Red.
Hurricane
Do it.
Thrust! Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Yeah, that was enough.
Wow, look what I just found.
We just found this. Soviet Russia up in this. Oh, cool. Totally man's enough for whatever I selected him for. Oh, boy. Oh, Lord. There's 2 of them!
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I don't think it's a joke.
Here I come! It's over!
I'll stop it.
You picked the wrong
Thanks,
fight!
Kisara.
Oh, God, Shion! What happened?
Moth to the flame.
airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you.
I'm back in.
Also, why am I...
You have your
No
uses.
sooner said than done.
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Arc sealed.
Whew, somehow I not...
What would I do without Now.
Yeah!
Draw energy.
Say no more. Got it.
Well done.
I should not try to use burning strikes on these guys.
Take this.
I did that way too late too, by the way.
Lightning thrust.
Havoc thrust.
Stardust. You're mine. This one's all mine. Ignite. I owe you a
Havoc, do it.
Yeah!
Say no more.
Please get the fuck out of here with your chunky defenses and all that.
Try harder.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Good thing they're not immune to those freaking burst strikes. Especially the ones with the flaming sword involved.
Looks like we came out on top.
We just need to make sure we stay there.
Right. And without totally overdoing it.
Hey, new equipment.
Okay, so wait, who wears the dress? I'm assuming it's gonna be Shion. Oh no, that's not Shion. Oh wow, we actually had something for her a while. But I'm not worried about it anymore. Does anyone else got stuff that... Oh yeah, actually. Yep. Yep. Law? No. Totally, yes. First strike... Oh yeah! They've made that apparent, but I'm just glad the ones that... Like, I'm glad that they're technically non-elemental. And that even if they were elemental, I'm still glad they one-hit kill, because that would be a real pain in the ass. Having to worry, it was like, okay, who's doing what burst strike? Especially since they're random for the most part. The only thing that isn't random is which direction you push it in, and... Oops. I'm going the wrong ways in general, actually. I went the optional path, I guess. Nope. Can't do anything about that yet.
Huh.
Oh, there's no way we're climbing that. So it seems. Allow me to step in. You're not thinking of trying to vault over with your rod, are you? I haven't even thought that. Anyway, stand back. I'll handle this. We got a UCP for that, don't we? Oh my god! Of course.
You can make plants grow instantly? What if we use this for fruits and vegetables?
I'd rather not be our party's fertilizer. Thank you very much.
Up, too late. You brought it up.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. This one's mine.
Be still.
Radiant
Hold nothing back.
Take cover.
Okay.
Calls up.
Illuminate the storm. Don't mind if I do.
Flash. Lightning thrust. It's almost too strong. I'll burn it all.
I'll burn that armor.
Flaming pillar. Fire. Here I come. I'll smash you.
One more.
Yay.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as long as I'm here to stop.
Well, at least they're technically not an elemental.
It's over. Thanks. Lunar Rondo. Hurricane thrust. Eat dirt.
Make it rain.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. Now.
Tastes like rock candy.
Be still. Stardust.
Now. Frozen.
Hammer.
Bam.
I've still got a ways to go.
I really gotta spend Dohalim's SP before I keep freaking forgetting. What did I have him? Oh yeah, easier, perfect evading, and extra defense. Alright. What else? Normal attack limit. Yeah, I'll work towards that next. Alright, time to climb. Alright, any other optional stuff? Oh god, more magic enemies.
Let's dispose of the trash.
All of you, all three of you cast, please, for the love of God. Oh, wait, I don't have, Rinwell's thingy-bobber. Nope, never mind. Fuck this, I'm out. Why you gotta do that to me? Oh, I don't want to be here, actually.
Think we overdid it? Not by a long shot.
Lightning thrust! It's on!
Do it!
Double me! In an instant! Impact block!
Yeah.
Strike! Burning swallow blade!
Glacial
Be still!
Here's evil.
Hurricane thrust!
There with the others.
Searing gale!
Freeze laser.
Do it!
Strike! Kisara! Commander of heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Chocolate peanut butter pretzel bites.
Am I
Fuck
on a roll or
yeah.
what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
No, yeah. We got the gauge thingy filled up. Let me keep it going. Let me keep it going. Disregard everything. Disregard my own health.
No choice! You're mine! It's over!
Where
Come
are you
one,
going?
come all!
Why you gotta do that?
If it cools off, time to get out of the way. Make it rain! Demon's descent! Flashing fang!
Yeah.
You're mine!
No armor can stop me!
Oh, you're invisible. Where did you go? Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Double me! In an instant! Impact block! Now! You're mine!
Oh, what the hell? Why do you keep doing that?
You picked the wrong fight!
Tiger Blade! Make it rain!
Frozen.
Hammer!
You know, now that I'm thinking about it,
Now that's what I call ice.
Together, I knew we could do it.
I guess you guys put
Face is
them
starting to sting.
on
Both
ice.
feel super parched.
Here, have some water.
Oh god, I thought that was lava right underneath me.
Thanks.
You want some too, Shion?
No, that can hold it. That can wait. I want to keep this going.
Ready and ready!
It's over!
Piercing roar! Havoc thrust! The bigger they are, the harder they fall.
Go for the weak point.
You're mine! Be still!
Glacial steel.
Here's evil.
Tiger blade.
It's over!
Amazing.
Now.
Piercing roar.
Light burst forth!
Radiant genesis.
Woo! Keeping that going.
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat.
And I'm trying to get that money.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Now both of you start casting.
Try harder! Now! You're mine! You're finished!
Your hide as thick as armor.
Load up! Tear! You're mine!
Don't mind if I do.
Yoink! God, I'm so glad that does multiple enemies. But it also relies on multiple enemies doing that.
Frozen.
Hammer.
Nicely done.
Thanks to you.
There, let me do the thing.
Astral energy. Full throttle.
Holy crap.
You're finished!
How's it going? How's that, Flores? A little busy fighting right now. Sorry, I'm not pronouncing things right. Oh lord.
I'm not done!
Okay. Alright, hang on. I'm getting rid of that. How do I get rid of that actually? You know what? I don't need your follow. In fact, I'm just gonna report you for spam. Thank you. Spam. Actually, no, scam, actually. Advertising. Block the user. Did I already block? Alright. Scam, spam, same thing. Yeah, exactly. The scammiest of spammiest. They also started, sorry for bothering you. You already started, you just, no, yeah, you are bothering me. Get out of here with that shit. I'm not about that life, never have been, never will be.
No escape.
Oh lord, I used the wrong one.
Get on in there with
Here I come. You're finished. Lightning thrust. Start up. You're mine.
I can carve through your mind.
Yeah, get out of here with that shit.
Demons descend. Flashing fang.
They go for the people with the low view counts because, you know, some motherfuckers might actually be desperate enough to buy those. When it's just like, if you have to buy views and follows and subs and all that, that's not even genuine then.
We're all right, Alphen.
It's like that one thing, like, if for anyone that's still on Twitter, which, hi, I'm still there too, I'm sorry, but there's that Simpsons Quote of the Day Twitter page. And just like at the start of the year, they changed to a movie trivia of the day thing. And it's all like, wow. So there's this like random Twitter page that nobody gives a shit about. Because it looks like people give a shit about it. But in reality, they really don't. They liked it because it had Simpsons quotes of the day on there. People were on there because of Simpsons, but now that it wasn't Simpsons, why are you still there, you know? I highly doubt they got hacked. If they were hacked, it would be a lot more obvious. A lot of people are saying that the person who originally owned that account probably sold it off. Which, honestly, it's just so disingenuous. I'm not about that, and that's exactly why I just, what's it called? It's exactly why I got rid of, or rather, why I unfollowed them. Oh god, they'll tell me there's an enemy up here. About to run out, and I ran out. Oh well. Wait, that was just a shortcut! Ah, fuck! That was just a shortcut. Damn it. Alright. That's just a way back in case I need to replenish stuff.
Guess I misread the landing.
What do we got here? Orange gel. Alright. Happy bottle. I do have happy bottles, but I'd like to avoid using them if I can. But then again, maybe this calls for the option to do so anyway. Where are they at? I have 4 happy bottles. Screw it. Give me the happy. So I'm a little happy. Yeah, it fills up pretty quick anyway.
Gotta break through. Here I come. You're finished.
Oh, right.
You have to aim for the gray area on their back.
You're finished.
The flashing part's their weak point.
It's over. Dazzle. Start up. Lunar roller.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
You're finished. Shut him down.
Mind if I do? Tiger blade.
You're mine.
Tempest
You're
wall.
finished.
Oh god, where's everything going?
Flash. Be still.
Oh lord.
Be still. Lunar in an instant. Impact block. My turn.
Why are you still in the air? Why does it do that all the time?
Ignite.
Okay.
Art expert coming through.
Here I come. It's over.
Armor won't save you.
Man, fuck your armor.
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolition.
Oh, okay.
Look sharp.
Thank you, Kasara.
Tiger blade.
My turn.
Leave charge to me.
Oh lord. Okay, yeah, that works too.
Phoenix Cyclone. Yeah. Nice technique.
You're finished.
Not on my watch.
This one's
Here I come. It's over.
You are in tip-top shape.
As soon as I'm done here, I'll come help out.
How could
We're already
a girl
done.
Say no.
Well then, let's keep moving.
Very easily, actually. You just say, no, everything's done. We're
The
done here.
design of this equipment is really interesting.
You must really like it, Alphen.
Oh yeah, it's just a shame with that whole Simpsons Quote of the Day Twitter. Like, granted, the concept is generic on its own. It's like, it's just a Twitter account posting Simpsons quotes. But that's what people came there for. And then if you just turn it into trivia of the day, it's like, nobody's there for that shit. We're leaving. Anyone who's still following that just probably misunderstanding that why they're even following in the first place, you know? Okay, so who got that equipment actually? Oh yeah, here we go. Sweet. Alright. Everyone had the same result. And there ain't no Simpsons quote of the day, and there never was. Yeah, I do kind of like that. I do like the memes where it's like, didn't this account used to be Simpsons quote of the day? Alright, we warned you. Oh, why with the poison? Hold nothing back, except please hold everything back, please. Just gonna take that off for this. Keep it. Thank you. Yeah. Oh my god, why do their bodies keep doing that? Yay.
I think I'm getting stronger.
We're all getting stronger. It's great. Now please get the hell out of here.
Right, here goes.
Sleep now.
I'm not done.
I'll be safe.
Swallow blade.
Glacial
Lightning
Fire.
thrust.
In the wind. Hurricane
Soda.
Look for the weak points.
Take this. Not today.
Time to shine. Anything in armor is all mine. Have fun up.
Savior.
I used up her thing without really thinking about it. Fuck it.
Swallow blade.
I'll stop your movement. And I'll stop your life.
Yay! Law doing stuff.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Money. Hell yeah. I'll take that too. Didn't I already go down there before?
It's crazy
Probably
to
not,
see
actually.
rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there will be nothing left of you.
Ah, I did it! Yeah!
Armor won't save you.
Jesus Christ, so many bodies flying. Oh god, so much poison! Why do they keep doing this to me? Oh lord.
What I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time? I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle.
Hey, how's it going, Luigi?
Deus Roar!
You missed me bitching about someone coming in to spam promotions, which led to talking about that Simpsons going to the day Twitter.
I never miss. Sealed.
You're mine.
Lord
It's
of the
over.
Pile.
Be still. I hear you are.
Oh no, damn it. Why ain't y'all helping with that?
Armor won't save you.
Totally. In an instant. Impact block. My turn. It's over.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
Stardust. Tear.
Do I have any other aerial odds besides the Hurricane Thrust? I feel like that screws me more than anything.
It's over.
Oh, I saw it coming too. I was gonna try to dodge out of the way at the last second.
Be still. Here I come.
Yeah, okay.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Hey, alright, cool. Do I ever set anything? Oh yeah, I do actually. Slag Assault. I'll work towards that, and then...
I'm in good form. I'll crush any enemy with my mace.
Awesome. We've got an avatar of destruction here.
Fruit.
Damn it, I was gonna try to get to the menu first.
Right, here we go.
Alright, my arts. Okay, I have anything... Rising Falcon, I'll just bring back down. Stardust, I already have that. Soaring Light Spear? Yeah, I'll try that one, I guess.
Take this. With the flame inside me, yours to be let free.
Illuminate the
You're
dark!
mine.
Come forth,
It's over.
holy land!
Here I come. It's over.
Chain between heaven and
Sword
earth.
Lane Alpha.
I'll heal you
You
all.
want me? Come
Be
get me.
still. Soaring Light Spear.
Oh, okay. Right, that's that one. Nope.
Be still. Soaring Light Spear.
And not as good combo fodder, but maybe I gotta get it connected properly. Wait a minute. I think I might have an idea now.
Not today.
How do you like being pounded into shape? Flaming meteor!
Yes, ma'am?
Soaring Light Spear.
Sent me a little too high, honestly.
You all on.
March became the thing.
Here I come. It's over. Be still. Soaring Light Spear.
It does send me a little too high for that.
Look sharp. Lightning Tiger Blade.
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Something, something, motion of the ocean.
That's far enough.
Here I come.
Let me
You're
condemn.
finished.
I never miss. Going in. Thunderblade. Between heaven and earth.
Oh, Lord.
Firmament render.
Take this.
Pierce evil blade.
It's over.
Arrow
Lightning
ball.
thrust.
Freeze laser.
The weak point.
Stanley, he can't be the Hulk. I'm the Hulk. Hell yeah. Actually, no, Hurricane Thrust and the downward sword soon as some. Oh, right! I was using that for a little while, actually, but. Then try Rising Falcon.
Here I come. It's over.
Far enough.
Yeah. Stop him from the back.
Try harder. Not a chance.
What the hell is that?
Try harder. You're mine. Be still. Stardust. Rising.
Oh, okay.
Why aren't you human?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Rising Falcon. Flash. Tiger Blade. Sword Lane Alpha. Coming through. Ha!
I really did it once.
Scarlet Inferno. You're mine. Be still. Still.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. Now. Take this. No escape.
Why is it glowing gold?
Astral energy!
Say no more.
Looks like we got them all.
I don't know about that, actually. I'm just rushing my way through just so I don't lose this. I really don't want to burn happy balls just to keep the streak going, you know? There goes half my CP. I mean, yeah. More map actions that I've been missing out on. Then I'd really be losing my CP. Oh, look, healing save point. I wonder what's coming up. Blazing Sword special fire. It can cut other fire. Yeah! Now, considering fire and all that, activity records. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I can do. Yeah! Main store and all that. I can just open it up like that. What are the other options? Yep, basic stuff, fast travel and all that. Now my question is, who do I want in the party right now? I think what we have right now is actually decent. Girls' night out, plus Alphen. He doesn't mind. Don't tell me we're gonna have to fight. Oh, Lord. Balsef, is that you? Hey, Balsef. I forgot about the glasses.
Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do you think this might have been where one of those lights that shot out of the wedge landed?
But why this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dahna's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's going to cause chaos. We need to take it down and move on. Let's go!
So we're pretty much fighting the first boss again. Ifrit Malum.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
Alright.
Here it comes! Focus!
On your
Ow.
toes, everyone.
Surprisingly, that didn't do as much damage as I thought it would.
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me? Are you?
Do you even have to ask? Of course I'm scared.
Focus up.
What are you doing?
Become that thing's lunch.
It's
Oh,
summoning
Lord.
Dougal?
Okay, I guess.
Well, keeping an eye on it. In here.
Okay. Rock monsters.
It's over.
Photon blast.
Oh, okay, I just literally jumped into the arm right there. He seems less on fire than the last time. Oh, Lord. We gotta worry about that, too.
Where are you going?
Inferno crossing! Going in!
Inferno turret.
Hurricane
Here I come.
Havoc
You're
thrust!
finished.
Amazing.
Be still. Stardust. It's on.
Their arcs were interrupted. I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara. You've taken too much damage.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, Shion, please kill yourself.
You're finished. Eat dirt.
Here! The water's
Here I come. No escape.
annihilation! Tidal wave! Flame of fury! Turning blade!
No escape. Swallow blade.
Came between heaven and earth. A wailing banshee of
Take
lightning!
this. Try harder.
Here,
You're
let me
mine.
help. In here!
You're
First
finished.
aid! Get on in there with me!
Here I come. I'm not done.
Camera, camera.
Here I come. It's over. Be still. Lunar Rondo.
I'm out of ammo!
Rising Falcon. Here I
I
come.
owe you, Sion. Healing is what my arts do best.
Be still.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
I'm not done.
Okay, so what are we worrying about with this dude? Is he still firing lasers? Oh, God.
Take this.
But she's out of ammo! She has to let us know!
You're mine. You're finished. Burn. Here goes. You're mine. Dazzle.
Look sharp!
Alright, you guys want to focus that one? I'll help you focus this one. Camera up. Camera up. Let me...
Lightning thrust.
Looks like you got this one covered.
Lunar Rondo. Rising Phoenix.
Got it.
Yeah!
Lightning thrust.
Thanks for the healing. Watch your back, okay? Yeah, you do.
Kisara.
Now, these are technically bosses,
Yeah! Nice technique!
It's over.
so they can't be filled with the... Boost gauges can't be filled.
Eat dirt. Here I come. Be still. Lunar
My
Rondo.
head's spinning!
So unlike actual bosses, they can be broken.
It's over.
Oh, that feels good. Oh, okay. What the hell's hitting me?
An outstanding shot.
You're finished.
On guard. This one's mine.
I don't know why I did that, but alright.
I never miss.
Swallow blade. Dazzle. Lunar Rongo.
Let's keep up the pressure.
Yeah!
This ends now.
Kick his ass, Seabass.
You're mine. It's over.
Now just watch out for the fuck you laser coming out of the boss's mouth. I swear that thing was moving slower than the freaking pressure thingy from Austin Powers.
Say no
The
more.
dude just standing there for 5 minutes waiting for it to crush him. Okay, are you fightable yet? Or are we just waiting for you to do stuff?
Here come more.
Okay.
To keep fighting.
Leave the enemy's arch to me.
Well, I mean, I would if your thing was available. Thank you.
You're finished. Take this. It's over. Be still. Take this. It's over.
Oh god, they're still all doing it, but hey, at least now I can just keep interrupting them.
Swallow blade. Take this. It's over. Now. Infernal.
I don't know what I'd do without you.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
As long as I can keep using it without fucking up, I think we're good. Yeah.
This one's mine. Switch Hurricane flight. Havoc thrust.
Don't mind if I do.
Water, hear my call.
Raging
Oh, okay. Oh, lordy.
Too much. No. Can't end here.
Where are you going?
What the hell was that? I have no idea, actually. Yep. What the hell nuked me? Was it the boss? Was it, what's his face?
I'll heal
Be
you all.
still.
That's gonna healing circle.
Okay. Here I go.
Raging storm.
Oh great, now it's just casting a bunch of stuff really fast. Oh, okay, that's what probably got me then.
Standing.
I'll heal you all.
You're mine. It's
I'm
over.
expert. Coming through.
Dazzle.
Healing circle.
Appreciate your help. Going in. Hurricane flight. By the
Here I
power
come.
of water.
Okay. Oh god, why does it... Are you doing an actual fight or is this just like a mook rush? How many more mooks you got? How many more?
Reinforcements incoming. Not
Okay.
Arc shield.
Here I come.
Vanquish darkness.
I'm dealing with the magic users first. Fuck that, actually.
You're mine.
One more time.
Sword Lane Alpha.
They're all coming after me.
I'm coming, Renwell.
What the fuck you mean?
Don't mind if I do. Here
Oh, okay.
go. Freeze Lancer.
Damn cameras.
It's over.
Air thrust.
Here I come. Sword Lane Alpha.
Not in your dreams. Ready.
I'm so glad that actually helps a little bit. Okay, that wasn't ours. That wasn't ours. I was just making sure.
Not done yet. No escape.
I thought that was ours because I thought Rinwell stole them. Okay, never mind. Never mind. I just gotta assume nothing is safe.
Gonna smart.
Nothing is sacred anymore.
First aid. Hero blade.
You're mine. You're finished.
Chain between heaven and earth.
Not again.
I'll run as well.
You're mine. It's over.
I am not jumping into that, actually.
Be still.
Not in your dreams.
Take this.
Tornado.
You're finished.
Wind astral energy. Where that came from.
Infernal
Now.
Chill.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. Not a chance.
I don't know if you're joking or not, but that would suck. That would suck a lot. Alright, okay, you're fucking...
You picked the wrong fight.
Okay, yeah, it does shockwaves.
Astral energy.
Please, yeah, I mean, I don't even think you've gotten this far in wages, so I'm like, please say psych. Please say psych.
Try this. Infernal
Hold on to your legs. Here I come.
You're finished.
Healing circle. Heaven and earth. Back into the fray. Look sharp. A wailing sea of lightning. Back into
Oh.
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds. Healing circle. Gusty nails.
You guys kind of just standing there, so I don't know what to say to that, actually. Break the armor. Oh, fuck, I don't want to be there, actually. Why are you guys there?
With the blazing sword?
Oh, God.
Not today.
Did I break your thing yet? Literally, yeah, exactly. I'm like, okay. Maybe the enemies it spawns will be more of a pain. Oh, okay. Guys, don't stand next to the fuck you laser. Yeah, core break. I gotta really pay attention to that dude. But it keeps circling the camera back to the enemy. I'm like, I get it. But the boss is doing stuff too. I can't exactly ignore it.
Consider yourself finished.
Okay, are we actually gonna do something this time? Can I attack the arm? No? Maybe? No? Guys, why are you following me? Oh, lordy! The fuck?
Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't.
They just stood there and took it!
Retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
But why?
Train harder. How are we supposed to take on something?
Everyone alright? What do you think?
Lesson learned. That's enough.
Hey, just like last time.
Go back down.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it. Good job, Ludiger. Good job, Ludiger.
Yeah, I think so.
That thing scared the pants off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't like the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe to assume that if it came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what?
Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dahna.
If we assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light, we must have prevented something from taking place here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
Also, Shion, how are you not getting tanned by standing here? Hey, more AG! More of AG! Alright, what do I even have you doing? AG store for critical hits. Not important. Invasion distance. Blast, faster charge. Incineration wave. Her swimsuit is lava-proof. Yeah, that makes sense. I think I'll work towards that next, I guess. Okay, get her that. Word on enemy defeat, slag assault. Unlimited extension. I'll work towards that. Yeah, more defense for law. Increase crit damage. Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it. Things for everyone. Key to a certain door in Calaglia. Simply beholding it makes one wonder what lies beyond the threshold. I was holding a key.
Stronger. I mean, a bit.
Good. We're counting on you, Rinwell.
On me? Well, I'll do my best.
I like how that pretty much gave me a full thing, and I was like, I don't think we're fighting anything else anymore. But hey, at least it gave a really lot of XP, so... I think I might be technically strong enough to finally, like, freaking fight that one boss monster.
Hey,
Not entirely
is
sure.
that it over there?
How did you get here? Oh, I've just been standing next to this spaceship hoping people pass by. It's been horrible business. Oh, y'all don't make sense. It's convenient, but that is, he just walked around and stumbled on a spaceship. How did he get past the boss? Oh, what the fuck? I'm concerned. I don't know what to say. The merchant can teleport. But what? Well, why don't we just talk to a merchant and they have them take us to the freaking thing? No, you're not gonna. Okay. Oh Lord. It still costs an arm and a leg just to get all that. You charge an arm and a leg. Oh shit! Fuck it. They only charge an arm and a leg for CP restoration. I highly doubt anything else is worth much. Damn it. These. I'll get that for her, but I feel like it's gonna get outstripped sooner rather than later. Yeah. It's all like,
Did we really just spend that much money?
Are we not questioning the merchant that is standing right next to the spaceship hoping for business? Like, as much as silly things as we're coming up with right now, it's like, what the fuck? What the hell?
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
Also, yeah, Jen, effectively at this point, Dohalim is pretty much, like, if this were dyeable, I would really just have him colored red, and it would really just be Beryl. Beryl in all but name.
"3 centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals."
Damn. I'm amazed it still works at all after all this time.
He finds it amusing.
The past meets the present. I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alphen.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many people, too.
Law's right. Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
Poodle finds this amusing.
How's it look?
It should fly. All internal systems seem to be operating. However, considering how long it's remained inactive, I suspect it will take some time before it's ready for takeoff.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child.
Ah.
Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
What a convenience. There's a
Who knows
merchant
when
right
we'll
over
get to
there.
Vegas once we leave. We should prepare ourselves for every possible scenario before we go.
Alright, as long as you don't shame me for
Let's try
spending
not
all
to
our
stay
money.
too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed, Alphen.
Works for me.
Oh, thank God. Fast travel point. And there's a camp over here at least, too.
It's funny, isn't it?
It really is.
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine...
How's it
we were
going, Sky Blaze?
Lenegus? After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegus.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dahna.
Guys, I'm about to get
No
banned.
offense to Shion and Dahna, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
Freaking upskirt
No
shot
offense,
while
James,
she's talking. Like,
and this
damn
is no
it,
picnic for me
costume.
either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegus and the Renan homeworld leave Dahna alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegus?
Sure.
Fuck
I
no.
mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right? And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dahna. There are those on Lenegus who have never stepped foot on Dahna. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Dahnans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dahna. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is somewhere on Lenegus. And wherever she is, we should find the Renaissance too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
If everyone just sleep sitting?
Where? Shion?
I would say, who sleeps sitting down like that? But at the same time, like, my family kind of does that too, so it's just like...
Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own?
Real easily, actually. She just... goes over there.
Shion. Shion!
Oh, Lord.
It's your thorns? But why? You okay? Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
Stay out of my way.
Uh-huh. Yeah?
Wait a second. Are you planning to go alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
Nevers! Alfin, you have taken a punch to the face with a giant deity-like thing. Not even like 20 minutes ago. I don't think a gun scares us anymore.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case,
Bet.
then go ahead and shoot me!
Bet. Yeah, that's what I thought. Do it! Do it, motherfucker! Pull the trigger!
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Volron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time. The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Hell yeah, we're immortal.
So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
You can't die before your death?
But people die when they're killed.
It will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't escape. I want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me?
Oh yeah, how's it going? I'll say. I'm pausing just to point out this. I'd like to think that when someone goes down in combat, they don't necessarily die just yet. But, you know, when all 4 of your party members are down, then it's like, well, now they're dead. Because even at the end, like when the entire party is wiped, it says all allies died. So I'd like to think that they're just passed out until everyone else is down. It's like, well, we died, fuck. That sort of thing. That's the way I imagine it anyway.
Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die.
And
But
like,
if I am
die.
going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Exactly, I'll say.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time. But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renaissance on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
Law is unamused. Even with the amused look in his eyes, he is not amused. In fact, it honestly makes it look like he's more pissed off than anything else.
That's too much. It's way too much.
when this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Dahnans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never
Sus.
met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Help it.
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Elfin.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen.
Anime as fuck.
We can fight this. Fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else too.
Listen, I've seen enough Neon Genesis Evangelion to think that is plausible.
What do you want? It's your decision, ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
You go, Ludger.
No, you won't be alone. I'll fight as well.
Count me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
He's tired of being racist.
I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys.
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have some connection to her thorns.
Oh, goddamn music.
The nature of which
Is this gonna get copyrighted?
to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
Yeah, why are you doing this to a streamer?
Find a way to get rid of her thorns and she'll live?
It's certainly possible. Though I suspect the nature of the Sovereign is connected somehow.
So be it.
Stop ignoring the opening.
And I won't let it happen again.
It's still better than Persona. In terms of streaming.
No matter what happens from now on, we're right here with you.
They're both fine, honestly. But yeah, I do prefer the first one, too.
You are not alone.
Not to mention, the second one kind of comes into play pretty much for only the last third.
You guys. You're all so stubborn.
Exactly, Muichi. And now he's back to just being funny smug, not angry smug.
Thank you, everyone.
Can't escape from copyrighted fate.
For right now. And a little while longer. I just want to hold on to this dream.
5, maybe 10 minutes tops.
More than anything else. I want to be with all of you. So let's go. On to Lenegis.
Can we get a change of clothes first? No. We're going the way we are and we're gonna like it. I don't care how stupid we look. Oh boy, talking time. Alright, I'll work my way up.
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What about you?
As a friend, yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us.
I think technically right now the entire party is disbanded anyway. I don't know if I could actually change their clothes while the party is disbanded. I'll check after this, but I highly doubt it.
Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dahna's astral energy come to life. Well, that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient. Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelagian. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns might be alive too? That their will is what keeps her from dying? But why would they want to destroy the entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting hurt.
Dohalim?
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
Alright, so I'm doubting it. Yep, I doubted it. Everyone's stuck the way they are until everyone's back.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh, that? That was nothing.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an eye. She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you did with the rest of us.
I just want for Shion what we all have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed. It's like more and more keeps getting taken from her, and I'm done with it.
Hey, Rinwell.
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
Racism.
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before, and you'll be an even better one now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too.
Little's like, I'm here
No,
too.
I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Rinwell.
Hey. Oh, hey, Law, you're still here.
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I thought something seemed a little off, but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her. No matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
Hell yeah, Hermit Purple. And we've already fought it before. Why the fuck not? Oh, there she is.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry.
It was me,
As much as I try to look like I have
it was me, Alfin. It was me all along.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
That's okay. It came so naturally to you, I'm not surprised you forgot. I was different back then. The Dahnans were not even people to me, and I knew I would always be alone. But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people. Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood that. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore. I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dahna and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Dahnans and Renans, can finally live in peace. But I swear I'll be there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
I don't know why I thought she was just gonna go, neat.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
Everyone well rested? Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
I mean, we could. We do have some unfinished business here. I think I'm stocked up enough. Thankfully, there's a fast travel point here anyway, so I'm not screwing myself here.
In one piece.
Nobody stupid get in my way. Nah, I ain't fighting y'all. The one place not corrupted by capitalism.
You can tell it's tough just looking at it.
Yeah, it'd probably mess us up good.
Real good. Let's try anyway. Okay. I don't know about anyone else. I think we're good with what we got. Let's try it. Rematch! I'm gonna hate it.
Be a delicious piece of cake.
Lunar arm! Move escape! for the weak spot. Here I come. Dazzle.
Holy crap. Just a giant fuck you laser of water.
Try harder, mountain champ.
I see it. Oh, okay.
You're mine. Lightning thrust. Stardust.
It looks like you got this one.
I'll burn it all. Flaming pillar. Fire.
What do you mean way over leveled? I'm at its level.
You're mine.
Guys, you guys are learning stuff, but I'm like really ruining with my stuff right now.
Charging up.
That's what my shield's for.
You're mine.
Get behind me.
Got it. I'll leave it to you. Sword Rain Alpha.
Outstanding form.
Try harder. This one's all mine. You're up.
Oh lord.
No escape. Ignite. Take this. No escape.
I could do with some healing, Xion.
Try this.
Thanks, Shion.
Blending flash. Try harder. My turn. You're mine. It's over. Sword Rain. Here I come.
I think I can kind of tell when it's gonna start charging. But holy crap, Kisara. Lemon.
Perhaps now isn't the time?
I really don't.
Yeah, broken score.
Take it down.
Fuck my health.
Try harder. My turn.
No more weakness or whatever.
Be still. It's on. My turn.
And I wasted Kisara's thingy bobber.
I never miss. Dance in the wind.
You're finished. You picked the wrong fight.
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
Alright, now for the real fun part.
It's over. Sword Rain Alpha. Lunar Rondo. Rising.
Alright, I'm getting the hell out of here actually.
Getting serious?
It wasn't serious the first time. Tidal wave though, fuck yeah. Oh boy. Peace. Peace. Oh god. Damage cap for blazing sword art, like it stops doing damage to certain part of HP. I know there's like a certain point where it just forces it, but I know you could like increase the amount of HP you waste by holding it, and with getting certain skills.
We're interrupted.
It's gonna attack.
Right, run down.
Try harder. Now. Take this.
Sorry.
Thanks. You'll pay for that.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
How about this? Reach out! You're off!
Here, let me help.
This one's mine.
Fade. Blood.
You're
I
mine.
never miss. This one's mine.
I'm not done. Try this.
Do it.
Look sharp. Lightning Thunder Blade.
Blah, blah, blah.
Here I come. You're finished.
Healing circle.
Cool.
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Need to pull myself together. Come forth and become purity.
Dazzle.
Mega Ray.
Lunar Rondo. Burn.
Annihilation.
Lunar Rondo.
Here's your healing art.
Flash. Try this.
Sleep now.
Yeet. Yeah! Xion, please heal me. For the love of God, heal me. I'm being dumb. Please heal me. Support my recklessness. I keep using both of them by mistake.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
Ow. Okay, now that one makes sense. Don't even bother.
We've got him on the run.
Don't get cocky.
Right. Still anyone's fight.
Okay, now it's angry now.
So now you're getting...
How do I change strategies again?
Serious? Here it comes. Focus.
On your toes, everyone.
Run to me, my child. Holy... Oh, Lord. Never mind. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think you could do sonic booms.
Feeling.
That was a straight up sonic boom. You're not Capcom. You're not Capcom. Get out of here with that. I'm dumb. Please heal me. Yep.
New strategy? I like the sound of that.
My turn.
Illuminate the dark. Holy glimmer.
Try this.
Whew.
Take this.
There's any more bees, is there?
Sleep now. Try harder.
Oh. Okay then.
Flame inside me. Yours to be let free.
Ah, damn it! I was trying to make use of that. It decided then to charge.
And just like that, I'm back in. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Portal blade.
Glacial
Sword
spear.
rain alpha. Try harder. No chance.
He's stupid like a fox.
All mine. My turn. Take this.
Ow.
Burn in hell.
Fuck the rest of my health. Yeah, we did it.
Lightning flicker blade.
That's it. So I think I unlocked that. What was that? Like an hour into the starting the game.
It was a close thing.
How long? And how much is this freaking file? Okay, that took like 35 hours, but I finally did that quest. Oh my god. We did it.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Guys. It took 35 hours, but I finally beat that one enemy. Yes.
Yeah.
How'd it go with that giant Zoogle? Managed to get rid of it for you.
What?
You did? Damn, I'm honored to meet the man who dealt with that thing. This isn't your first time taking on something that big, huh? Yeah, but I didn't do it alone. Good God, no. Oh, don't worry about those. I'm just glad that Zoogle is gone now. You're gonna have those materials. I'm sure you'll put them better use than I ever could.
Afraid not.
Afraid not, but okay. I have to imagine you might run into other crazy Zoogles during your travels. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Might be able to get good materials off of them, but you still only got one life.
Right.
He's right. I don't need you dying before we complete what we set out to do. I know.
Yeah.
I just find that funny. Just freaking, oh, hell yeah. Money. All the money. Give me the money. Where is the money? Why haven't you gotten the money? Alright, time to heal.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof.
Yep. Da-da-da-da-da. I ain't got milk. I can make ice cream. Elemental attack up by 8%. Elemental defense by 20% on that one. Where is the Simpsons quote? Why aren't you posting the quotes? When are you going to post the quotes? And etc. etc.
This looks perfect. Guaranteed to hit the spot.
Juice. Weapons? Weapons? I could. How much money do I have? When you take it on at level 7. Wait, I don't have that one. Oh yeah, the watering can. How come I never... Oh, right. Because it's a joke item. But... does increase the penetration by a whole fucking lot, but I'm like... do I even really want to spend that much on that? But... need lizard fins for that one, actually? Oh, wait, I gotta craft that. Oh, wait. I already have one, though. I can make Supreme Grouper Flood. Nah, I still need... what else? Oh, maybe I just have to not equip it, actually. I don't know why I did. Oh, hey. Arm Sommelier. Normal attack limit? Fuck yeah. Crit damage, easier guard evading, increased weak point damage. Damn, that's a lot of stuff, actually. I'll work to that, I guess.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
I mean, I would, but hang on. Oh, and then I get that, actually. Yay! More weapons. Yeah, that's a red shield. Giant red shield, rather. God damn. And there's so many weapons I haven't bothered crafting. At this point, I'm too afraid to try. Not to mention, I don't really have the money to be doing that. The lesson is, never try. Damn right. Oh, well, this...
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Alright, what are we doing? Alright, we're gonna go traveling now. Where's the start? Yay! I better actually make sure everything else is stocked up before we head out.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Alright, mysterious merchant that was here the whole freaking time while we were fighting the boss in the other room. Give me stuff so I can buy. And for Kisara to say, why did we spend so much money? What happened to the money? Oh god, why is pineapple chills 9,000 gold? Whose bright idea was it to make these stupidly expensive? Granted, it's been... like, it's a bad idea, but at the same time, like, oh my god, dude. I mean, if you're gonna just make them that expensive... whatever, bro. I don't care. We're done. I'm just gonna save now that we did that, and so there we go. 38 hours in, and we're finally getting to the other trope in a Tales game. Planetary travel. Usually.
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx us.
Speaking of which,
Smug ass look.
This bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right? I was thinking something like...
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means owl in the ancient tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Good job, Estelle. I mean, Rita. I mean,
Not sure
Grinwell.
I'm completely convinced, but... Well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Okay, people. We have 2 goals. First, we need to get to Lenegis and make the Renans finally leave Dahna alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
To be fair, I'll say there was a little event in Fall Guys where it was like, what is it, medieval themed?
You
That was a
know,
while ago, though.
I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into perspective. Kinda makes the differences between the Renans and the Dahnans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegis?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there.
Did anyone grab the merchant?
Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Everything okay, Shion? You seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
Let me out. Actually, no, don't let me out. Yeah, more talking. All the talking.
Hey, Alvin, listen to this. So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
Shut
What's
up.
going on?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
It's a starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renan technology. It got me to Dahna in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alvin, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that, seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alvin. It's just wrong, okay?
Whatever you say, Law. Maybe someday I'll actually let you be part of the fights. You know, when I'm actually controlling you. And holding that glorified tin can, it's over. Hell yeah! There is such a thing as stray meteors.
You okay? Feeling airsick?
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride, all things considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Oh, you don't say. Well, that should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there. Alphen? Was it something I said?
No, I was just thinking back to when I escaped Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess. Naori laid me inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? But that'd mean you were inside for 300 years?
Yes, it sounds crazy, I know. But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right. But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up in.
What do you mean?
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence, and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course. That's why you came with us, right? To learn what you couldn't at home.
Even in that time, I was well aware that what I was living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my brother's wishes. I'll always remember him fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now. And those still to come.
Water.
The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Dahnans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Oh, excuse me. Oh god, separate dialogues.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years, that's all.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegis? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me though, you too have a history with Lenegis. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't that frighten you?
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the ship.
We'll be going to Lenegis soon.
This must feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was life on Lenegis like back then? You know, before you came to Dahna.
Let's just say, I don't have many happy memories. I've had thorns my whole life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean, they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took. Day in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched. Helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse. But then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right?
Tales of Symphonia in a
It's that
nutshell.
logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world...
Hey, if it works, it works.
That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shion. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. Now I see it. The true nature of our struggle.
You're not first, you're
Victory
last.
without losers. But that means that a Dahnan victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only hope we have of things ever changing.
Yeah, you're right. No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars. We can do this together.
Just don't touch me yet. We're not done. We're not done with the story yet. But yeah, that's kind of why just like people find Shion annoying early on, and it's like if there's gonna be a payoff. If there isn't, then I can understand the justified why people didn't like her in the early parts of the game. But that right there, just all like she's been through some high quality shit. And yet people don't get far enough to actually see her talking about it. Because early on in the game, she's hiding the reason why she's doing everything she's doing. So it makes sense why people don't get to this point. Granted, you'd still not like how she was early on. Nobody's supposed to like her that early on.
Is everyone about ready? We'll soon be making preparations to land.
Before we do that, just what exactly should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has a point. Now that I think of it, I don't know the first thing about Lenegus.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegus was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dahna. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dahna even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Dahnan. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shion?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair point.
On arts alone, you're right. I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I
Okay.
am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like arts is discrimination at its worst. As if such simplistic criteria could ever be a measure of someone's worth.
So this red woman, are we expecting to find her on Lenegis?
I would wager so. Lenegis is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelegion.
If the Renis Alma is being used to exploit Dahna, we need to take it back at all costs.
That red woman's got a lot to answer for. Just as well I've got a ton of questions.
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shion, we'll find them.
That is trippy looking.
There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegis's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone. That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
Forbidden? What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst.
Neat.
In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
Then you think that source might have been the Renis Alma?
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the Renis Alma being used in the spirit channeling ceremony 3 centuries ago. Whatever the ceremony's purpose, if preparations are underway for it to be held once more, then the Renis Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would only court trouble. In which case...
It stands to reason we should be looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Indeed.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a sovereign. You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
Surprisingly, yes. Actually, I
There's
don't
only
know.
one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone. Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans.
I knew there was going to be a skit right after that.
Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side?
Alright, more cutscenes and skits and all
Thinking about what
that.
could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
So how many Renans actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of most of the city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
The hell are the Zeugles doing? I mean, what would they be doing? Standing guard, maybe killing anybody along the way? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. Duggan. Don't do it, kid. Don't do it. Guys, we made it to Garlemald. I mean, Lenegis.
What in the world?
This being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
When Lenegis changed shape, it must have had an effect on the interior, too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dahna?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are their homes, right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much trickier.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Avakir, I'm glad to see you're well.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dahna participating in the crown contest? And these people?
So you
Well,
haven't heard what happened on Dahna then?
I guess tonight's the night
what?
bitches die.
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me.
Oh, right.
happened here?
Oh, racism.
I'm really not sure. The city's foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
You really are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself. Okay, Doe?
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lenegis are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dahna.
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information. Let's talk to the citizens, see what we can find out.
While we're at it, we can ask them about the Red Woman, too.
I highly
And don't
doubt they
forget
would
about
know.
finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking to Shion. We can't have a bunch of Dahnans poking their noses around.
Good idea. I think that's for the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a lord on Lenegis has its advantages.
Right. Then we'll leave it to you two.
I may have to throw in a racial slur or two, but I don't think you guys will mind, as long as we get some progress done.
I shall lead it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
Hey man, you got a better idea? I don't know what to tell you.
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just unbelievable. Uprooting an entire city as if it were mere building blocks. Someone's got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dahna, and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient. Not while we still don't know what their endgame is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
When do we get to the Forbidden Zone?
Let's move.
Oh my god, more skits.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration, to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder whether the city was just built on as an afterthought. But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Not at all. Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure. Something tells me we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
No, as long as we don't keep getting bombarded with skits. Can we do story now?
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know. We have no choice but to grin and bear it. But do my eyes deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris? I believed he was on Dahna.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Yeah, about that.
Your lordship. Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dahna during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title, I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of that description?
All red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. What about down on Dahna during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time.
Let's get out of here before we start throwing out the racial slurs. Wait a minute. I see an interaction here. I'm gonna have to spend CP, aren't I? Yep. I don't have to. God damn it, I'm tempted to. Fancy parfait.
Everything
Cool.
will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Good thing I actually checked over there, and I got orange shell for my little troubles.
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Hmm? Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home, is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too long, though. A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe I'll have to go that way after all.
You mean you know another way round?
Lord Dohalim Ilkaris! But how? Last I heard, you were in Dahna competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the situation. In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me? A lord troubling himself for someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renan, first and foremost.
Yeah, exactly, sire.
Thank you.
Like, yes, I get I'm supposed to be down there.
Canvass the city for information. What do you think?
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily find its way up here. Has it always been like that?
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one guy even said his Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been conditioned. Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
The Sovereign's plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person ruling over Lenegis?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
Without the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dahna? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that... But no, surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Hold up, what are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, It's possible that no one on Lenegis has ever laid eyes on the actual Renan homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away? What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
I'm beginning to wonder what the nature of this Sovereign even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But Sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
¿Por qué no los
Whoever wins
dos?
the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her predecessor, before becoming ruler over all of Rena and Lenegis. Thereafter, that individual is known as the Sovereign. Though, it would appear that the current ruler has gone silent. As for how Volron factors into all this, at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
3 centuries ago, I became the Sovereign here on Lenegis. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Dahnan. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the Sovereign's crest. That's not the only thing we have in common. We both became Sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that 2 sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganath Haros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second.
Possibly.
You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do you? The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered, until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off-limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dahna, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
I thought we had decided that 20 minutes ago.
She thought might lead to another section of the city. It could point us in the right direction. Let's go find it.
Let's go find the Forbidden Zone that no one's ever actually been to before. Oh my god, more skit. Oh god, story.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do. I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renan homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dahna.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
Only current acting lords have power. Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegis now. Balsif, Cannabelt, Almadria, and Volron.
You know, until now, I kind of forgot everyone. Except for Balsef, I keep forgetting about everyone else's name. That may be Ganabelt.
Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Dahnans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring with some of the locals? Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis. And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dahna, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
That's a side quest? Okay. Fuck it. Oh, lordy.
I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Dahnan city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
Oh my god, more skits. How much have I even moved? We went from here to here, all the way over here. It's just been nothing but skits and story and more story and skits.
Has that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your hands.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it! Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious.
Oh
Is
my
there
god.
special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. Bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you were bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up to you, that's all. I'm just helping them along.
Hey!
She's just talking mad shit.
Father-in-law all of a sudden.
I can barely understand a word they're saying. What's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously.
Jesus Christ.
Them.
They're learning to be Ariange. Fuck, man. Holy crap, yep. Actually, oh, no, not that. Yeah, sub-quest. Oh, sweet, we get some stuff out of that. Worth it! I don't care! Wasting more time, I'm sorry, guys. Lord Dohalim, you've returned. I see you brought aides with you. Remember who I am, my lord? Surely you must, yes? Not only do I support House Ilkaras, but more specifically his lordship personally. So much so, I've been trying share my appreciation of his lordship to any who will listen. I was planning to publish my extensive writing on the subject through this very terminal for all to read and enjoy. Since the lines appear to be cut due to the recent tumult, I've been unable to upload them. Since you're here, I'll just read them aloud. There exists a most handsome man, a man who radiates beauty, whose every word, every syllable is divine poetry. He hails from the famed House Ilkaras, and his name, Lord Dohalim. Music is his passion, the arts his great love. The scores of boorish, uncouth men of this land could not begin to compare to his magnificence. So refined and majestic is his posture, why the mere thought of it brings me to ecstasy. Oh dear God. This girl is down bad for Dohalim. Once it becomes our sovereign, Rena shall bloom anew, ushering an era of prosperity for our grand civilization. Till that glorious day comes, I shall forever be praying for his victory, morning, noon, and night. Man, I think she just... Okay, you know, I'm not going to say any further than that. What you think, my lord? Poured my whole heart into it, hoping to capture your essence. Hey, I forgot to mention anything about his lordship's love for collecting things. Let's take this time while the lines are down to append it. Only then will my masterpiece be complete. So this girl just straight up sucked off Dohalim, right?
Throughout all of Lenegis, then.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them, too.
Maybe there was more to the guy than at first glance.
I shall refrain from commenting.
Just like, look, man, she was just sucking you right off in front of everyone else. That's a compliment? Question mark? I never. To think anyone would try to tear me away from House Valkyris.
What?
What do you want? Don't tell me you work for Lord Dohalim or that dreadful Lord Almadria, do you? You don't? Don't scare me like that. To answer your question, I come from a family that has served House Valkyris for generations. Indeed, I'm doing all I can to support Lord Ganabelt behind the scenes so that he might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they're utterly mistaken. No, he was cruel. Fuck you. He was cruel. Though I won't deny he can be strict, he puts Rena's interests front and center like no one else. Why, he advocates rather than stay confined to Lenegis, we should get on with colonizing Dahna and expand our horizons. That way we'll become masters of both worlds and overturn our current minority status on Dahna's surface. That's why he seeks to become our next sovereign. Tell me, is there a greater, more noble ambition than that? I think not. Well, you know, other than the genocide and being an absolute asshole and, you know, the backstabbing and all that, you know, I think they're trying to make us feel bad for these guys. But, you know, considering what they did up till this point, I feel like this is too little too late. It's a pursuit of power for the advancement of all our kind. It's what makes him an exemplary lord, a model above all others. I was unable to accompany him myself. My two sons have been blessed with the honor of joining him on the surface. As their father, it fills me with endless pride. Yeah, we probably killed him. I'm sorry, dude.
Ganabelt was so horrible to people. Yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
Exactly!
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords vie to become the next sovereign, they're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Dahnans?
Exactly! That's why I have no sympathy for him. Fuck him! You want to know which lord I support? Why? Are you out canvassing for someone? I'm with His Excellency Erwolsey Taedalis. You probably know him better as Lord Ballsack. A lot of people consider him to be a giant brute. Believe me, I realize he can be an aggressive man. That's a bit of an understatement. What those people don't realize is how much he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Taedalis, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that, doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that.
Yes!
But His Excellency always stands up against any who would mean us harm. Of that we can be sure. His efforts in the crown contest aren't only for his family, but to improve the standing of each and every member of his house.
Yes!
I owe so much to His Excellency. I could never dream of serving any other lord. And yet he was still kind of, you know...
Balsef had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
Oh, there's still more. Holy crap, guys! We made it to a third screen! Or a third part of the map. Yeah!
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed, the effects of Lenegis's transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
Yep.
Pardon me.
This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Kynaris. I must ask you to depart at once. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of our famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almadria. So I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Have you ever noticed how in the history of Lenegis only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almadria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family master, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. She's a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants, who gives her enemies nary the slightest opening to strike. Truly, Lord Almadria is a woman of talent. No one in all Rena better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's meritocracy. Soon the age of a glorious woman sovereign reigning over Lenegis shall be upon us at last. Yeah, but she was still a scheming, conniving bitch, and nobody likes her.
To stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right, too.
That doesn't make it true. Too bad they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Yep. It's really some sort of like history belongs to those who emerge victorious sort of thing, honestly.
Ridiculous.
Just reading about Volron. Can I help you?
Okay.
I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Urwagel Hildress myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. In my eyes, Lord Urwagel is the true Water Lord. I don't believe for a second that he perished in some accident like they say. As for how Volron runs Ganeth Harros, don't get me started. I hear he enslaves not only Danans, but even his fellow Renans. We may live in a society where to the victor go the spoils, but his actions go against what we as a people stand for. I highly doubt that, actually. What's this, what sort of family line is this House Ignisseri of his, anyway? I've never heard of it until he came along, which means they must be among the lowest dregs of society. That such an ignoble lineage could suddenly produce an astral artist capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. None of it makes any sense, not to mention all of the upheaval around here of late. What's happening to our people?
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Harros changed so abruptly.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was going on?
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
When you think about it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
Renans live in a world where strength and power determine their position in the social hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you. Because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too.
They're still assholes, though.
Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to deal with as they went through life.
And they made it everyone else's problem.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that.
Okay, good.
But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either.
No, they were. Trust me, they were.
They were individuals, just like the rest of us.
It was just clouded behind assholishness.
What I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Yeah, and the Joker's a person too, and look how that turns out every single fucking time with Batman, you know?
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And
The smug ass look on his
to make
face.
sure I earn that trust. As a fellow human being above all else.
Yeah! Money for talking to people! Oh, cool. SP. Strengthened magic charge. Increased critical damage. Hell yeah. Increased normal attack limit. That's some good shit right there. They weren't actually monsters. They were worse. They were assholes. Who the hell paid you to do that? I don't know. We don't question those things anymore. We just take the money and run. Oh wait, though, before I forget, I gotta set some stuff up. Okay, Kisara, we don't have you set with anything. Gotta clear that sub-quest. Boss fish caught. Oh, god damn it. Some of her titles involve fishing, which I haven't really done since it got introduced. I don't know what to do about that, actually. I'll give her that. Rinwell. I already got all that on her. Mid-air damage. Baby. Store from critical hits. Owls. Oh, we haven't even met 80% of the owls. Oh, yeah, I already did get that. I'll give her that. And I already finished that whole title for him. That one for some element of defense, I guess. What else? Our casting time during combos, I suppose, and that'll give him some elemental attack too. Did I get the L? I have no idea, dude. When I did L Major, that was like a month and a half ago, so I can't even remember anything about that. And I'm not about to look through my old streams to find out. And honestly, it's not like I'm going for all of them anyway. It's still my technically first time trying to get through the game, so I'm not really worried about 100%ing anything in any regard.
There's something I just don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right? In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So, who was it then?
Hanfried Milgras, the former lord of Cislodia, if memory serves.
So then this Hanfried whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of Rena?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the previous contest.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually shown himself on Lenegus?
I guess over holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that came before him.
Now that you mention it, I don't recall anyone ever visiting Lenegus from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, it's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renis Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelagian, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then where are they? Quite frankly, I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renin by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
With any luck, the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Now watch there be a skit. Holy crap, there isn't. Does that mean we're actually... Oh my god, more things happening. What's going on?
Faria.
Varia? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
Shut the fuck up.
Why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dahna already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still...
To be fair, that dude was going fucking nuts. I assume it's the same dude.
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Dahnan rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
This is really one of those situations, if it wasn't going to be him, it was going to be me. So, may the best man win and live. I'm sorry I'm not dead.
If killing me will bring you peace, then so be it.
Dohalim, what the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it.
No,
You
yeah.
must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Exactly. She don't give a fuck, though.
That's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
And I got shit to do, so shut the fuck up right now. Oh, hey, what's up? Guys, turn around. Please, turn around. She's right there. She's right there. Guys, you missed her. She was right there.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
It was either him or me.
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
So maybe it wouldn't have helped if I didn't end his life and then immediately said afterward, skill issue.
Before, back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
I definitely shouldn't have teabagged him afterwards, too. I don't know what... I was a different man back then.
Did you mean what you said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
She has more right to my life than anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put an end to the crown contest, and to ensure continued coexistence in Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so.
Either womp womp or skill issue. Oh god. Totally was an edgy internet online Call of Duty player.
Far too many questions I still seek answers to.
Oh my god.
Besides, you
hang
have
on
just
real
as much right to
quick.
kill me as she does.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Okay. Okay, so I got distracted there for a little bit. I have no idea what was said at the end. I'll check it out afterwards, honestly. Oh my god. So which way did we come from? Oh. Okay, so we went through all that. I'm sure she's perfectly fine. We are not gonna go back. And you guys got orange gels lying around here like it's freaking going out of style. Shit keeps going down, doesn't it? How is this going to keep on? Normally you would have had orders from the top brass informing all the separate classes what they need to do. Doubt that's happening. The whole chain of command in this city seems like it's broken down. Nobody knows what's happening. That doesn't mean someone somewhere isn't watching our every move. Now we should see if there's anyone higher ranking around here. Maybe they'll have an idea of what we should be doing. Highly doubt it. I see shiny. I must grab shiny. Tofu!
What's this thing?
Apparently that's something we need. I think that's for like one of the recipe thingies. Also. Huh. I just noticed that. Cool, you guys got it from here. Everything's going to shit, but you're keeping on. I appreciate that. Question mark.
beautiful!
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dahna, my friends and I, we used to gather at this very spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend. As well as Faria's betrothed.
Then he went apeshit.
Despite Faria's lower class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy. 4 people bound only by their love of music, with no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
Then I killed that dude with a stick.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
He's built different.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
I would have, once. Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord. Tarnagan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Dude got mad.
Tarnagan was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait, don't tell me she doesn't know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less. She would have been devastated.
See, that makes
So
sense.
instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
Yeah, now she's dumb on hate.
Is running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done.
Not to mention, she like, you ever have that person, maybe not even a friend or anything, but just like someone so consumed by hate, they're just completely fucking stupid over it, you know? Maybe it hits a little too close to home. I'm just gonna shut the hell up.
As for what happened after, that you already know.
It's a lot more common than you think, honestly.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Dahnans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
Frank as always. But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
Sometimes the hate is subtle, but it'll definitely eat away at your intelligence, and you just let the hate completely blind you to everything around you. And it's a lot more common than you would like to
he'll be
admit.
alright?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right. Alpha.
Phone's being sus in the distance.
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Maybe, but I still wanted to say thank you.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
But not for free. Why is it still the same cost here? Oh, sweet diamond stuff, but I'd be spending all my money here. I don't think much has changed. I haven't fought anything since we've gotten the freaking starship, by the way. You know, besides the Mantis. But I don't know why I even bothered freaking checking, actually. We're fully healed, so I really don't have to worry about that.
Damn it. Lenegis soldiers.
Any way we can avoid fighting them?
That all depends on them. Whatever happens, be ready.
Yeah, I doubted it. Hey, difficulty spike, sort of.
I am Lord Dohalim of Elder Menastia. I command you.
You with your fuck you laser.
No. Have they been brainwashed too?
Brainwashed or not, if they want to fight, they got one.
That's my cue.
Shut him down.
It's
almost too strong. Then I'll split it open. Be my guest.
Oh, we're finished.
Lightning not a chance.
Astral energy.
Say no more. My turn. You're mine. Lunar Rondo. You're finished.
Going in.
Swallow Blade. Kisara. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone.
Now, take this.
Illuminate the dark. Holy glitter. Holy
Rising Falcon. Swallow Blade.
Oh god, it's already dead before I even hit my Mysticart.
Those soldiers seem different from the citizens we've come across so far.
Yeah, they weren't big talkers, that's for sure. They just attacked without warning.
They weren't in the least bit fazed by Dohalim's presence either.
Indeed. They seem to recognize us as enemies, nothing more. And yet, traditionally, Lenegis hasn't been high on threats. A few frenzied Zeugles during experiments here and there, but not much else.
Their glazed-over eyes reminded me of the soldiers and slaves we met back in Ganath Haros. The ones in blind devotion to Volron.
I've never seen anything like that here on Lenegis before.
Maybe someone doesn't want us here, and the soldiers are their way of letting us know.
What with the Red Woman, the Sovereign, and Volron, we're starting to develop quite the growing list of adversaries. At least we'll know to keep our wits about us.
Hell yeah, platinum dog tags? So what you're saying? Oh dear god. That is definitely an enemy. Magical eyes. Oh, I gotta find a way around, huh? Okay. Oh, it's pseudo maze of sorts. I think whatever we get through after this, I'm gonna have to call it for the stream. Oh god, there's more of these.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and the pummeling to me.
Rollerblade! Lightning thrust!
I'm only getting between heaven and earth.
No further!
Lightning! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance! I'm not done! Slash! Dazzle! Stardust! Lunarongo! Rising Falcon!
Bring you down! Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Not a chance!
None shall escape my judgment!
Lunarongo!
Mine!
Rising Falcon!
Dance in the wind!
Be still!
Air thrust!
Rising
Make
Phoenix!
it rain! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Woo! Guys, we went like nearly 2 hours without any fighting. I needed this. It's entertaining when it needs to be. Oh, god damn it. Let me guess, I walk into this room and you're just gonna immediately, okay, hi. You're looking at me funny. I don't want to be here anymore. I can wait.
Hi, Doodle! Let me help! Bring him down! How about this? Here's evil!
Struck!
Champion Swirl! Freeze Laser!
Watch for their range attack.
Lord!
This
one's all mine! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Locked and loaded! Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
Power of water!
Slash! Lightning Trigger! Strike! Right! I'll burn it all! Flaming Pillar! Fire!
Is it dead? No, it is, actually.
Not today!
Damn wolf.
Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone! Here I come!
Crossblade! Hurricane between heaven and earth!
Take this!
A wailing banshee of
Dazzle!
lightning! In here!
Rolling Storm! Infernal Torrent!
And that was a fast dog.
Slash! Lightning Strike! River!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
Yay!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Who's ready to get their ass kicked? Hang on, actually. Yon, what'd you get? Yeah, alright. More elemental defense. And I think... Oh, wait. Easy recovery. We'll work towards that next. Healed enough. I'll fix that, actually. D&D campaign means I can zero. It's cool.
Gotta break through!
Going in!
Not done!
Radiant Blast!
Swallowblade! Try harder! Not a chance!
So remember that Mantis boss?
As if the normal creepy crawlies aren't disgusting enough.
And if we didn't fight one right before we got here. Oh, it worked out for practice. Oh, good thing I practiced with the enemies back in Calaglia. It's one chunky boy. Shion, I'm about to be stupid. Thank you. I'm being really stupid, Shion. You're gonna have to deal with it. I'm sorry. Ow. Okay. I'm done being dumb. The hell hit me? Bucket.
Flaming pillar, fire! Annihilation, searing flame, reload! Struck! Dance in the wind! Sword rain alpha! Swallow blade! Beat filled! Lunar rondo! Here's a healing arm! Rising falcon! Burn! Hurricane foot! Back into the fray! Divine save!
Man, I'm just glitching through this dude. Oh man, I'm trying to avoid that shit. Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, I ain't falling for that. I'm not falling for that sonic boom again.
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
You wouldn't like her when she's angry. He's almost dead. He's almost dead. Come on. Yeah. I don't think that was worth it.
It was a close thing.
Define close. Oh god, there's more. Yeah, worth it. Oh god, one of those little berserker enemies. Force Duster. Oh dear god. Yeah. Damn wolves! I hate when you just jump right in. Okay, I guess. Yeah. Is it dead? Nope, not dead. It's dead now, though. Fuck this knight in particular. Out of here with your evasion bullshit. Out of here with that bullshit.
I feel sprightlier than before.
Those soldiers don't seem to have any qualms about attacking on sight.
Let's fight another one. Fuck it. Why do I do this to myself?
You picked the wrong fight.
You fucked with the wrong Mexican. Fuck all my health. Fuck it. Take it all. Yes, I do. Please help me. I'm stupid. Yeah. When I don't have Kasara's thing, all of a sudden you feel like charging anyway, because fuck you. I ain't going there. Oh no. Thank you. Fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it, fuck it. Thank you. Alright, Kasara, do the thing where you do the thing and you slap him with your Mystic Art. Oh my god. Why do you keep doing this to me? Oh, somehow. Okay. I'll take it. I am making up for it, man. I don't. We went through 2 hours of like story. You know, disregarding me fighting the Mantis before we got here, it's just been nothing but story. I want to play the game. If this is what people mean with them rushing the story at the end, I get it. Holy crap, though. I ain't being there anymore. Kick you in the butt. I'm gonna break your butt. I'm eating through my CP and I don't even care. Ow. Damn, Kasara, are you done? Why you do that? Dude, that was like 2 hours of almost nothing but story and skits and more story and more skits.
Maybe just a bit too tough for us?
Nah, it's just you, Kasara. Also, my dumb brain trying to grab stuff. Also. I think that's the way we gotta go anyway. Okay. Wait a minute. I must miss something here. Pineapple gel. As soon as that runs out, I'm gonna try to use a happy bottle. Yep. Got these for a reason, right? Gotta keep that flow going. Gotta keep that low flow. Yeah, she could've, but nah.
Take this! Any more of this and I'll burn out! Swallow blade! Sword ring alpha! Try this! Blending blast!
So many things going on in the screen right now. No.
If it's in the sky, it's mine. Lost. Demon's descent.
Flashing fang!
Here's the healing laser.
My good one's all mine!
First aid.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
Take this! Be still!
Hurricane
Sword ring alpha!
Comic thrust.
Lightning thrust!
First aid. Hurricane
Rising falcon! Be still! Rising! Coming through!
Good enough.
Now!
Before I ran out, anyway.
Scarlet Inferno!
None shall escape your
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Glacial Sphere. Pierce the
Why do you keep doing that?
Freeze Lancer. Arrow Squall. Inferno Punch. Cyan Instant.
Swallow Blade!
Make it rain.
Lunar Rumble!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Cool, that finished them both. Good. I know there was 2 enemies there.
With this, I can become even stronger.
I was about to say, is that thing broken? Holy crap. What happened? Now we got a few orange shells on the way here.
That's far enough.
I see what Let's try harder! Take this!
Here, let me help.
This is looking good!
Can't let the hatred consume me. Glacial Sphere. Here's the evil. Hold that in your dreams.
I don't know why I did that.
Here's a healing with darkness.
Can't get out of this!
I know I'm not dealing with the knights first, but I don't know. These guys bug the crap out of me more than anything else. Good enough.
Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, Thousand Gale. Carry it on. Hey! Gusty Nail!
I'm not Fire support! Be still!
Tiger Blade! Lightning Missile!
Be still!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
I'll heal you!
Burn it up!
Cool.
Can't get out of this!
Going in!
Be still! We're not finished!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself
Come on. Damn it. Not both.
Here I come!
Lightning
Take
Orb!
this!
Dazzling Spin! Raging Storm!
Yeah, good job, Law. You actually got something. Yay!
It was a close thing.
I'm proud of you. We're gonna fight another mantis, aren't we? There's a healing save point here, please. Oh my god. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing? Where are we going? What's going on? More story? More 2 hours of cutscenes? Boss suddenly without a healing save point? Or the healing point? Did I miss the healing point? Did I ignore it? I don't know what's going on. Might get my ass kicked.
This must be it. The entrance to the Forbidden Zone.
But it's just a wall. How do we get through?
Whoa, we? I thought this was Sovereigns only.
Alvin.
God damn it, Law. I'm sorry. And yes, this wall is made of wall.
Yes! It opened!
Interesting. If Alphen's presence still opens the way, it would seem the Sovereign of 3 centuries ago and now are considered one and the same.
Huh.
What?
What the?
Neat.
Alphen.
You again.
Tomorrow's the spirit channeling ceremony. We'll finally play our parts as the Sovereign and Maiden. How have you been feeling?
What am I sovereign of? Shuffled from lab to lab, always treated like an experiment. Whenever they look at me, all they see is a Dahnan. I don't even know what their precious ceremony's for, let alone what they're going to force me to do as the Sovereign. Tell me, if we're both in the same boat, why do you seem so calm right now?
No choice. Becoming the Maiden's not something I wanted for myself. But they said Rena's prosperity depended on it. How could I say no after that?
Still, as a Renan, at least you got to decide. Good for you. Meanwhile, I was taken from my homeland. You aren't the captive one here.
It isn't right what they did to you, and I'm sorry for what it's worth. When this is over, I swear I'll help you get home. I can't do this alone. One more day.
How could I say no to that? It's not like I have any choice in the matter anyway. So, what's your name?
It's Naori. Naori Imaris. Try to remember this time.
You don't act like them. Like the other Renans, I mean. How come you treat me like a person?
Because you are. It's true we come from different worlds. But neither one of us asked to be here right now. In that sense, you and I are much the same. We couldn't do this. We wouldn't be able to talk to each other as people if we didn't see the humanity in each other. So I suppose the question you should be asking is, why wouldn't I treat you like one?
You're not like the others.
Maybe they're not like me.
Huh? Think about
Here's
it.
what we'll do. We give them their damn ceremony. You get me to Dahna. That'll be the end of it. I'm taking you at your word on this. I'm trusting you, not them. Naori.
What the hell just happened?
That vision. Did everyone else see it too?
That person Alphen was speaking to, she looked exactly like Shion.
It was Naori. Naori Imaris. Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's right.
She really does look like Shion. I'm beginning to see why Alphen was so confused.
That's all very well and fine, but what did we just witness exactly? It was too real to be a mere hallucination.
It was a conversation we had 300 years ago. The night before the ceremony.
You mean all of that really happened? We just saw an episode straight out of your past?
But how is that even possible? Unless... Could this be the Red Woman's handiwork too?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
You guys didn't feel it? The moment the entrance opened, it was like a stream of Dahnan astral energy rushing over us.
I felt it too. And not for the first time either. It was the same sensation as back inside the wedge.
That would make sense. After all, vast amounts of Dahna's astral energy were being siphoned and sent up here to Lenegus. For all we know, perhaps we're close to the spot where all that energy was stored.
So you think it might have been the energy itself that was responsible for that vision we just saw? But how? And why?
We have no way of knowing. Maybe it's not even as deliberate as all that.
Shion, you okay?
Yeah, it was all just a little sudden, that's all. So that was my ancestor, huh? It was like looking into a mirror.
Yeah, there certainly is a resemblance.
What about you? How are you holding up?
Me?
Even putting aside the question of where that vision came from, it's likely we'll see more of those. Reliving painful episodes from your past. Do you think you can handle it?
I can't just pretend like the past never happened. Besides, if it helps us uncover the truth of what that ceremony really was, it might also lead to answers about your thorns.
Alphen.
That's not all. This whole time, we've been fighting to free Dahna from the Renans. But now that we're here, it seems those same Renans might have it just as bad. I'd like
I don't
to
think
liberate
they
them too,
do.
if I can.
In a way,
It's just another
yes.
reason I can't afford to shield my eyes from the truth.
Whether you're on Dahna or somewhere else, you always stay the same. Your indignation and righteous passion, your desire to free and protect, they're all hardwired into you. Not that I'm complaining. Come on, let's bust this thing wide open.
Nobody's here.
Stay sharp. After that last illusion, there's no telling what could happen in here.
Hey look, a healing point. I can probably take a guess as to what's gonna happen. Exactly. Anyway, as much as I would like to see what's coming up next, I've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I gotta eat. I gotta do a bunch of other stuff too, but I just, I need a break. I gotta work for the next 5 days anyway, so... Hey, 40 hours in, holy crap. Anyway, hope to see you guys next week for more of this. I feel like we're getting really close to the end if we're not, like, right fucking there anyway. But, we'll see how far this goes.